All right, let's keep it moving. And we'll keep it moving to one of those guys we were just talking about here. I didn't expect he was going to start this week. Wasn't aware that they were looking to elevate him up. Undrafted rookie free agent's been with the Eagles the past 2 years, not serving in a particularly big role, but in this game, he served in a big role. He came out on that field and Artie Burns down and Trey Brown down and Tariq Woolen down. What this game was about was unsung heroes. Those guys coming out and helping your Hawks out that weren't as much the stars. You have certainly your plays with DK Metcalf and Geno, or the strip sack fumble for the touchdown return that are also present within this game, but it was those unsung heroes and those guys that you wouldn't think you could count on. Those guys that you would think would be detriments and failure points. And why'd we lose the game? Well, we're playing a fourth string corner. Why'd you lose the game? Because you got a fourth string right tackle out there. That's why. And that's not what happened in this particular game, is it? That's not what occurred. And we're going to lean with this guy on 2 segments today to show how good he was. Lead it off here with the biggest hits of the week.
The biggest hit of the week.
And who's this first guy we're going to be looking at? That's right, Josh Jobe. A man named Jobe. Josh Jobe is our first big hit of the week. And I want you to lock in. I'm going to run it a couple of times here so you can keep checking it out. You're going to look to the top side of your screen here, and Josh Jobe comes in and lays a nice wicked lick here right over the top. It might not seem like it's hard. I assure you, he's laying a nice stick there to knock him over here and knock and dislodge the ball free. He's playing a little bit of an off coverage look here, right? See the bail kind of drop. I don't know if there's a pure man here. It's probably a man match route a little bit, I would estimate, because he does have the cover 2 over the top there. He might be even running just maybe even a pure man on off coverage. But love the reaction, and what stands out in this game from Jobe is that a lot of these plays you're getting him doing this, where he's reading, and then pull it, get it. A lot of these corners you'll catch right at that moment where they're a hairpin late. He's there right on time to be able to dislodge that ball. So a beautiful hit here from Jobe in this football game, but it doesn't end there. It does not end there, because then we get more from Jobe, because he's also this man named Jobe, this superhero wonder that we got this past week, was also my underrated hero of the week. The Atlanta Falcons in this game, going back and watching the tape, wanted to make it a point of emphasis to go after Jobe with Drake London. That was going to be their attack point. And there are even times in this game where you had him a little bit out there, not maybe full island coverage, but he was going to have to hold up. What stands out in this game is you have that going on with him that's really nice and good, but then in addition to that, he was also jumping on switch releases on routes. He would be in zone to one guy and pull off in coverage and pull to the other guy when they tried to flood zone him a little bit with something, conceptually speaking. And it just over and over again, you're watching and going, wow, this is kind of advanced stuff here for a guy, again, that, 3 years in this league's been an undrafted rookie free agent guy, just kind of waiting and biding his time. But as we know, sometimes these guys, it's not always a lack of talent. Sometimes it's just a lack of opportunity. I'm not saying this guy's about to turn on and become a star, but boy, was he impressive. First, you get him out, as I said before, starting out on this play, bottom of your screen, with Drake London. London's running a little in-cut route. He's meant to run him off on this play, right? Whether it's zone, whether it's man, I run you off. I run you off. The player comes underneath and attacks underneath, being Pitts there. So he covers both Drake London and Pitts. No big deal. One play. Just one play. I covered both Pitts and Drake London. I mean, that's just who I am. That's just what I do. Oh, and I made a play on the ball. No big deal. That's just what I do. I've been telling you, coach, just give me that opportunity. I've been telling you, coach, you give me one chance. I've been telling you, coach. What a great play, though. You're in the box. I love these short zone concepts. Squeeze down on this type of stuff. Don't give them the easy completions at times, especially if you can anticipate it. But to switch off this, start with Drake. Don't take the cheese. Drive back on the ball. Not just be there in a position to go, let's say, make the tackle on Pitts, but actually to be in the position to actually go make a play on the ball in addition to it. Great play. Great play. Come back here now, top of your screen. Kind of conceptually, the same sort of situation. We're going to pull, and it's a same kind of thing where want to pull him into the middle of the field to throw out to the sticks, to throw out essentially to the sidelines, past the numbers. And so that's what they're trying to do to you conceptually. He's in pure man and press here, but just reads it. His coach is helping put you in the right situation, but he almost pick sixes this. I mean, this is an inch away from being pick sixed. And I can't tell you how much tape I've watched over the years. You can maybe look at this and just go, well, it's a quick little route. I mean, who cares? Just a quick little route where he just stands and then jumps over here. Do you know how much tape I have watched over the past 3 years with our defense and coverage and guys dropping into short zones to nowhere? Guys dropping into short zones and not picking up one man, much less two men in coverage, or just getting completely flexed upon by the flood zone concepts. You want an indicator? If you've got the NFL Plus, go back and watch that Bills game from a couple of years ago against your Seahawks and Josh Allen in Buffalo. And look at what they did you with that same type of stuff all day long. So I just love the route recognition here. I love how he jumps on top of it to go make the play. This was in the second half in a lot of these plays. This is when you're really needing it and the game's kind of still on the line and in question. Come back again. He ain't done. Bottom of your screen. You're going to get in purely in press here. And no, this is not a flag, by the way. You'll see the flag come out. They picked it up because the Falcons were morons on this play. And you ended up with your receivers who are going to get chewed out for this, having two receivers end up in one place. That's why guys end up stumbling and falling over themselves, is because your idiot receivers can't figure out how to run the right routes. There's no play in the playbook that has your receivers ending up in a route in the same spot on the football field. That is what we call a blown route there. And if my guess is that I want to say it's probably bottom of your screen, that's a problem. I think part of what mucks this play up, though, is watch the press and how far inside he forces this. So watch closely, bottom of your screen with the press. He starts at the numbers with this, and he gets him almost to the middle of the field with that press. I just like the rep. It's a little physical. Could it have been called? Maybe. I think the officials ended up picking it up, though, because they recognized Falcons receivers didn't eat their Wheaties this week. So there's your shots there, Jobe. My underrated guy of the week. I thought he was awesome out there in this game, playing physical, playing nice in coverage, a little bit of man, a little bit of him in zone. You like that mix from McDonald's standpoint. That's what you're looking for. So they call in the business ideal.